Dear all, welcome to my channel Biology Notes. Today I will discuss about one of the gametogenesis process known as spermatogenesis in human. Contents of the video include concepts on gametogenesis and spermatogenesis, location of spermatogenesis, detailed mechanism of spermatogenesis process. In human, we all know that sexes are separate. That means there is clear-cut differences between male and female body in their reproductive system. The male reproductive system produces male gametes or sperms, and the female reproductive system produces female gametes or ovums. During fertilization, one sperm fertilizes one ovum and produces one zygote cell. This zygote cell ultimately differentiates to produce a newborn baby. So, in human, the reproductive units are gametes. The biological process by which the male gametes or sperms and female gametes or ovums are produced is called the gametogenesis. In male, the gametogenesis process is known as spermatogenesis, and in female, the gametogenesis process is known as oogenesis. In this video, I will discuss about the spermatogenesis process. Here, I have mentioned a very basic definition of spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is the process by which haploid spermatozoa develop from germ cells in seminiferous tubules of the testes. In male, the reproductive organ that produces sperm is testis. There are a pair of testes present in male human body. Within the testes, seminiferous tubules are present. The epithelium of the tubule consists of a type of cells known as Sertoli cells, which are tall, columnar type cells. In between the Sertoli cells are spermatogenic cells, which differentiate to sperm cells or spermatozoa. This is a diagram showing the spermatogenesis process in male human body. The process is divided into three phases: spermatogonial phase, spermatocyte phase or meiosis, and finally spermatid phase or spermiogenesis. This is spermatogonial phase. Here, spermatogonia are divided by mitosis to replace themselves as well as provide a population of committed spermatogonia that will eventually give rise to primary spermatocytes. This is spermatocyte phase or meiosis phase. Here, the primary spermatocytes undergo two meiotic divisions so that reduction of both chromosome number and amount of DNA takes place, and finally haploid cells are produced called spermatids. This is spermatid phase. Here, the spermatids differentiate into mature sperm cells. The process is also called spermiogenesis. So, first, this spermatogonial phase. Here, the undifferentiated spermatogonia, or also known as stem cells, upon reaching maturity are thought to make type A1 spermatogonia. This type A1 spermatogonia again may convert to the stem cells, or if spermatogenesis is essential, then convert to type 2 spermatogonia. This type 2 spermatogonia divide to form type 3 spermatogonia, and again type 3 spermatogonia produces type 4 spermatogonia. This type 4 spermatogonia are thought to differentiate into the first committed stem cell type, known as the intermediate spermatogonia. That intermediate spermatogonia are committed to becoming spermatozoa. So, the intermediate spermatogonia divide mitotically once to form type B spermatogonia. You remember one thing, that the intermediate spermatogonial stage is not shown in the diagram. You see that I have named spermatogonial stem cells or type A1 spermatogonia as type A dark and type 2 spermatogonia to type 4 spermatogonia as type A pale. This is due to their staining property of the cell's nucleus in routine hematoxylin and eosin preparations. The type A dark spermatogonia have ovoid nuclei with intensely basophilic finely granular chromatin. The type A pale spermatogonia also have ovoid nuclei but lightly staining finely granular chromatin. Type B spermatogonia have generally spherical nuclei and chromatin is condensed into large clumps along the nuclear envelope. All these divisions are mitotic division. The appearance of type B spermatogonia represents the last event in the spermatogonial phase. Second phase or spermatocyte phase. The type B spermatogonia divide mitotically and produce primary spermatocytes. The primary spermatocytes replicate their DNA, so each primary spermatocyte contains the normal chromosomal number 2n and double the amount of DNA 4D. Each chromosome consists of 2 sister chromatids, hence 4D amount of DNA. Now, the primary spermatocytes enter meiosis 1 or first meiotic division. As a result, secondary spermatocytes are produced. Due to meiosis division, the secondary spermatocytes contain haploid number of chromosomes 1n and the amount of DNA become half, that is from 4D to 2D. So, the secondary spermatocyte is characterized by haploid number of chromosomes 1n and 2D amount of DNA. Each secondary spermatocyte immediately undergoes second meiotic division, that is actually mitotic division, and produces 2 spermatids. Because no DNA replication proceeds meiosis 2, after this division, each spermatid has the haploid number of chromosomes, each containing a single chromatid. Thus, from each primary spermatocyte, 4 haploid spermatids are produced. The final stage is spermatid phase or spermiogenesis. Each spermatid that results from the second meiotic division is haploid DNA content and chromosome number, represented by 22 autosomes and an X or Y chromosome. No further division occurs. The haploid spermatids undergo a differentiation process that produces mature sperm, which are also haploid. So this is all about the detailed process of spermatogenesis. But still, there is another very important feature that I have not said yet. You all see carefully when a dark type A spermatogonia forms 2 type A pale spermatogonia, the daughter cells are remain connected by a thin cytoplasmic bridge. This same phenomenon occurs through each subsequent mitotic and meiotic division of the progeny of the original pair of pale type A spermatogonia. You see, all the cells are connected to each other. These cytoplasmic connections remain intact to the last stages of the spermatid maturation. The spermatozoa are get free from the connection when they are fully mature and released into the lumen of the seminiferous tubule. The diameter of such bridges are about 1 micrometer. These bridges are essential for the synchronous development of each clone from an original pair of pale type A cells. So this is all about the detailed mechanism of spermatogenesis process. If you have any query, please write in the comment section. Do like and share the video. Subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notification of new videos. Stay with us. Keep watching. Thank you.